Greetings in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm Pastor Nixon, the founder of Joyous Celebration Church Ministries International and Joyous Nation TV. Understanding the present time. Understanding the present time. The solution and answers for the nation of Zimbabwe. The solution and answers for the nation of Zimbabwe. A man of God is the voice to the voiceless in the nation. A man of God is the voice to the voiceless in the nation. When a man of God speaks, the wise listens. When a man of God speaks, the wise listen. Standing in the presence of God. Standing in the presence of God. What I'm about to speak now is too deep. What I'm about to speak now is too deep. Nothing else but the truth. Nothing else but the truth. Please help me, God. Please help me, God. If I'm about to be arrested, adopted, or disappear for speaking the truth, it is well with my soul. If I'm about to be arrested, adopted, disappear for speaking the truth, it is well with my soul. All I know, my record is straight to the point. It's the reality and it's factual. It's the reality and it's factual. I will never leave or run away from my mother country Zimbabwe for speaking the truth. I will never leave or run away from my mother country for speaking the truth. Andisiye kana kutiza nyika yechiberekerwa Zimbabwe nekuda kwekutaura chokwadi. Musanyeberani, musafadzane nema. Pastor wariti. Pastor wariti. Chechi ya Mwari ichawa fully established munyika ye Zimbabwe. If you need me, I am available. If you need me, I am available. Andivunduke uyu handishishizirwe nemashoko anobuda mukanwa memunhu akasikwa naMwari. Andivunduke uyu handishishizirwe nemashoko anobuda mukanwa memunhu akasikwa naMwari. If you need me, I am available. My hands are clean. My hands are clean and I am not a criminal. I am not a criminal. Be advised, do not tarnish my image, my status for your personal gain. Be advised, do not tarnish my image, my status for your personal gain. Kana ndine mhosva yekutaura chokwadi kumunhu, kana mhosva nemunhu, regai ndisungwe. Kana ndine mhosva yekutaura chokwadi kumunhu, kana mhosva nemunhu, regai ndisungwe. If I am guilty, let me be prosecuted. If I am guilty, let me be prosecuted. Ukaona masoja, mapurisa, masiao, we-intelligence, we-media, waakukutsvaga, ziva kuti iwe ndiwe une yese. Ziva kuti iwe sedunga munhu ndiwe une yese. Ane bhora ndiye anomakwa. Ane bhora ndiye anomakwa. The nation of Zimbabwe, let us understand the present time. The nation of Zimbabwe, let us understand the present time. This is a fulfillment of the declaration. This is a fulfillment of the declaration. I've made some declarations before. I've made some declarations before. And I'm still making them right now. And I'm still making them right now. It's factual and it's the reality. I will never reverse my statement. When a man of God speaks, the wise listens. When a man of God speaks, the wise listens. A man of God is the voice to the voiceless in the nation. A man of God is the voice to the voiceless in the nation. Standing in the presence of God. Standing in the presence of God. I, Pastor Nixon, founder of Joyous Celebration Church Ministries International, I declare and decree Pastor Nixon, legitimate president of the Republic of Zimbabwe. I speak rest of all times. Be covered, be protected. In Jesus' mighty name, amen and shalom. This message serves to inform the United Nations. This message serves to inform the United Nations, the SADC, the international community, the European Union, that the current situation in Zimbabwe is unacceptable. The current situation in Zimbabwe is unacceptable, and the suffering of people is severe. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down for the legitimate president, Pastor Nelson Chamisa, the 2018 Zimbabwe presidential winner. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down. Emerson Mnangagwa has failed to run the nation of Zimbabwe. This message serves to inform the United Nations, the SADC, the international community, the European Union, that the current situation in Zimbabwe is unacceptable and the suffering of the people is severe. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down for the legitimate president of Zimbabwe, Nelson Chamisa, the 2018 Zimbabwe presidential winner. Emerson Mnangagwa has failed to run the nation of Zimbabwe, and the current situation is worsened than before. The current situation is worsened than before. Understanding the present time. Understanding the present time, the solution and answers for the nation of Zimbabwe. Romans 13 from verse 11 to 14, it reads, "And do this knowing time, and do this knowing time, that now it is high time to awake out sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than we first believed. And do this knowing time, that now it is high time to awake out sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is fast spent, and the day is at hand. Therefore let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light." Let us cast off and put on. "Do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and the perfect will of God." With that you may prove what is acceptable and the perfect will of God. Understanding the present time. We need to understand the present time. Prove what is possible. Prove what is possible. Everything that happens in this world happens at the time God chooses. Everything that happens in this world happens at the time God chooses. Everything is measured according to time. Everything is measured according to time. Time determines. Time determines. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 3 reads, "There is time for everything." There is time for everything. It says time for birth and time for death. Time for planting and time for pulling or harvesting. Time for tearing and time for building. Time for sorrow and time for joy. Time for mourning and time for dancing. Time for tearing and time for mending. time for silence and time for talking, time for war and time for peace. The nation of Zimbabwe, we need to understand the present time. The nation of Zimbabwe, we need to understand the present time. Solutions and answers for the nation of Zimbabwe. There is time for everything. God says time for birth and time for death. Nelson Chamisa, legitimate president of Zimbabwe. President Nelson Chamisa won the 2018 Zimbabwe presidential elections victoriously. He is the people's president, loved by the people, voted in power by the people. He is the Zimbabwean president after the former late president of Zimbabwe, world icon Robert Gabriel Mugabe. May his soul, Robert Gabriel Mugabe, rest in peace. To the family of Mugabe, his wife Grace Mugabe, the nation of Zimbabwe, and the whole world, be comforted in Jesus' mighty name. Be comforted in Jesus' mighty name. All protocol observed. All protocol observed. According to the Constitution of Zimbabwe, Section 61, subsection 1A of the Constitution of Zimbabwe reads, every person has the right to freedom of expression. Every person has got the right to freedom of expression, to seek, receive, and communicate ideas and other information. Section 61, subsection 5A reads, freedom of expression and freedom of media excludes advocacy of hate speech and hatred and hate speech. Now, as a pastor, I have got the right and mandate to declare what God said. Now, as a pastor, I've got the right and mandate to declare what God said. The current situation of the nation of Zimbabwe has reached the equilibrium point, and it's unacceptable. It's total darkness in the country. Imagine that. No electricity from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Conducting business. No magazine, no network. It's pathetic. No employing. Vending is the only job on offer, and forex dealing. No clean water. Bore water is a better solution. No running water from taps. In some areas, one has to wake up at 3 a.m. to fill up the water buckets. No fuel, no diesel, no petrol from safe stations. Long queues every day. People could be in queues 1 or 2 days before one gets fuel, or never. No medication in the hospitals. Transport fees are increasing. Bread and basic commodities are increasingly every day. Emerson Mnangagwa has failed and he must step down. The adoption, unnecessary arrests, the disappearance of citizens of Zimbabwe for speaking the truth and exposing the government must come to an end. It's unacceptable. For instance, Itai Dzamara to date has been adopted. We need answers for his disappearance. His brother, Patson Dzamara, was arrested and beaten for wanting answers for his brother Itai Dzamara's disappearance. Pastor Ivan Mawari was arrested for speaking the truth of a failed government. Vice President Tendai Biti was arrested for speaking the truth that President Nelson Chamisa has won the 2018 Zimbabwe presidential elections. The list is endless. Many Zimbabweans have been arrested, tortured. This must come to an end. It's unacceptable. President and Pastor Nelson Chamisa won the 2018 presidential election and is the legitimate president of Zimbabwe, and he was voted in power by the people of Zimbabwe and is loved by the people of Zimbabwe. He is the people's president. In an interim, Emerson Mnangagwa rigged the election results, manipulated the election results, and was declared president. That's the reality and that's the truth. Emerson Mnangagwa is the illegitimate president. He rigged the 2018 Zimbabwe presidential elections. Deep down in his heart, he knows the truth. The suffering and the worst situation of the nation of Zimbabwe is because of the illegitimate president and the rigged election result through ZEC led by Priscilla Chigumba. It's time for Priscilla Chigumba to speak the truth for what transpired on the day of announcing the results. Taura Chokwadi Priscilla. On the polls, ED Emerson Mnangagwa was defeated and Priscilla and ZEC rigged the election. The current situation in the country tells us who is the president. Chamisa, of course. The fact that ZEC changed the 2018 election results 3 times and Concord failed to tell the world how many votes Mnangagwa got in 2018 election tells us who was the winner. No doubt, President Nelson Chamisa. Emerson Mnangagwa must step down. He has failed to run the nation of Zimbabwe. He has failed to lead the nation of Zimbabwe. Effective leadership of Vice President Ndayishimiye, Welshman Ncube, Lynette Corey is a vibrant network that will transform the nation of Zimbabwe. President Nelson Chamisa launched a smart manifesto which is very clear, transparent, with attainable, realistic results. The nation of Zimbabwe is a God-fearing nation. Therefore, a good God-fearing president will make the nation more peaceful and prayerful and submissive. The only possible solution for him is to step down to the legitimate president Nelson Chamisa without negotiations.